Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Rathburn Contracting. It is a brisk morning. It's about 31 degrees. The time for nice warm concrete season is officially over, and it is time to start experimenting with chloride and non-chloride and blankets and timing and all sorts of different challenges that come with late fall, early winter concrete pouring. So today we actually have a pretty simple job. A builder called me. He's pretty handy and he got everything prepped and ready. He preps stuff to a higher degree of accuracy than I even do. So I know that I don't have to worry at all about if it's good or not. So Luke and I are just going to head there and pour it. Yeah, you can see the coffee steaming off. It's cold. It's not quite stocking cap cold, but almost. This is a, I think it's like 6 by 24 or something like that. It's not very big. The only kind of unique or different part about it is it's going to be a smooth troweled finish. I always recommend against this, especially in Michigan, because of the freeze-thaw cycles. You have that water getting trapped down in there, and when you broom it, it kind of leaves that top porous so that the water can go up and down easily. But when you hard trowel it, it really seals off that surface, and if you don't put a sealer or if you don't cover it, you risk the chance of it popping off. So I made everybody aware of that, explained that multiple different times. They're fine with it. Apparently they're going to paint it and cover it, so it's their money, so I'm not going to tell them what they want to do. I just tell them that there's a pretty good risk of that happening. So I just need to find some wire mesh. I think I have enough lying around here, and we will head up the road and get it poured. I don't know where the wire is. I told Luke to make a stack out of the way, and I think he did that exactly, but I can't find it. I only need 5 sheets. 1, 2, 3. All right, where are those 2 sheets? I do have, I think, an old roll of wire. I really hate working with rolled wire, but it's such a small job. I think we could maybe tough it out. Oh, what in the world? How did these end? Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, a good 1/4 inch of ice overnight. That was just overnight because it was like 50 something. I was working around the house here pretty late last night, and it was decent. I was just in a sweatshirt. Ah, found the wire. For some reason it's in the metal scrap. There we go. Jeez, oh Pete. Alright, there's my 5 sheets. I don't have to go to Menards or anything. People have said a couple times about, oh, why are you going to Menards or whatever. I challenge you, at least in our area, to find anywhere that's even close to as cheap as Menards. A lot of times it's like 25 to 30% cheaper every single time, which I don't get how. They must have their own welded wire fabric factory or something. Good morning. What?
This weather changed.
I know.
Really fast. I'm looking at next week and we got snow.
Yeah, I know. Like, where did the warm weather? Well, we got pretty lucky. I don't want to say where'd it go. We had a very warm fall into the half-open mortar graveyard. Glad I have this pallet racking, because this is probably about 2,000 pounds of mortar right there sitting on that shelf. Oh, burr. I'm just gonna hit it by hand. I thought about bringing the whirligig, but sometimes it's hard to get a perfect finish with that thing. And I know just by hand I can do it a little easier. Alrighty, I think that's it. We're gonna head up to the job. Alrighty, there's concrete. I think he's actually early. Yeah, 5 minutes early. It's a nice change. Alright, let's have some fun. Hey Luke, let me see your come along. Alright, just need a little band through here, I think.
A little bit more?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
Got a shovel, Luke. That's good. Yep. Just put your chutes right there, a couple feet off the form. We'll scrape the concrete down and then you can wash in the wheelbarrow. Thank you. I think the best thing will be to back down there and then you can pull down here, back up. There's nowhere to turn around down there. So you can do whatever you need to down here.
Okay.
Thanks, man. So typically I'd bull float right now, but being that it's colder out, we want to give it a minute. That way you don't seal any of that water that's coming up through. Not that it really seals it with a bull float, but it does slightly. And we're not trying to be here all day. Go ahead and put one right there so that hopefully, yeah, there we go. Alrighty, got that cleaned up. I think it's about time I can bull float. Alrighty, just getting back to the job. I dropped Luke off. We have a small set of steps that we're going to do later in the week, so I'm having him go start sledgehammering those apart, and I'm coming back. It's not really setting up that fast, so I figured I could wait a little bit. So I'm going to get it troweled and get this finished up, and then we have a dirt work job.
Hey, hey. Hey.
Need to organize this. It's getting full with extra tools. Alrighty, I'm just finishing everything up. I'm gonna go check on Luke, see how he's doing at his job. See how the steps are coming apart. Starting to keep my buckets down here because we have not used the generator in 3 years. Everything's cordless now and we got our inverter, so we don't use it ever. Alrighty, just left that job. Customer was super happy. I got paid and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Again, it's not ideal to do a smooth travel finish, but they are going to be painting it and it is going to be covered. So I left it as smooth as possible without tightening up the surface and really hard troweling it. So I think it'll be fine. We got a nice slow cure and I really waited until all the bleed water was out to hit it. So it should handle the freeze thaw cycles good enough until they're able to cover it and paint it. Howdy.
I was hoping to be much further along than this.
No, it was great. No, I think you're pretty much done.
Yeah, I just need the shop side.
Cool. Awesome.
Is that too much in the back of the king?
No.
Good.
Whatever's back there, I haven't even looked, but no. That is a full bed. He was not lying. I had to pick up those tools. Did this part break? Did the concrete break up easy? Was I right? Was it like week old stuff?
I wish. No, it was like an inch of new stuff on top of some really old stuff.
Huh. That's weird. Just gonna get this cut quick and get it covered and then we'll get out of here. Hold me there. Nope. I'm trapped. I'm just gonna jump this. Alrighty, Luke did a great job getting that prepped. Just going to head back to the shop and head to the next one. 3 jobs today. Alrighty, just back at the shop. I gotta hook up the dump trailer because I gotta haul some dirt for the next job. It's really just a dirt work job, which I'm kind of excited for. This isn't gonna come close to filling the machine up, but it will be enough for what I gotta do. I think I only need 3 or 4 loads of the dump trailer. I was gonna wait and do it next week, but there's a lot of rain coming tomorrow and it hasn't rained in a while, so I'd rather just do it while things are dry and not making a bunch of ruts. Luke's right behind me. I'm just gonna have him empty out the truck and call it a day. Glow plug season. Alrighty, so the customer wants a clay layer, I guess, underneath the topsoil, so gonna just bring it out of my rather large pile that we got from digging pond. I don't think I've showed you guys this yet, but this is a half-acre pond we got dug kind of over the course of the past couple weeks. It's got a long way to go to fill up, but it's gonna be a rock solid bass pond. Chelsea's got all these plans. She's got bass beds and all sorts of plans. She loves fishing more than I do. I like fishing too, but she's obsessed with it. So, but I have thousands of yards to fill, so a couple dump trailers I don't think I'll miss. No! I've had this broom for so long, no match for a 75-2. Dang it. Need to turn my hazards on, make sure my lights work. Yep. Thank you, sir. I'll see you in the morning. Alrighty. Should be good. I just need to make sure. I told the homeowner I was going to do it tomorrow, but he said he didn't care at all, but I need to make sure that I can do it now. I don't feel the truck sinking. Typically I would push it, but not with this clay. This stuff is soaking wet and super heavy, so I'm not going to test my luck and not have it doubles. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It rained all day yesterday. The night before I was going to record that dirt job, but the main work truck, the Chevy, sound like a broken record, but it broke down in a main intersection. So if by chance you were one of those people I inconvenienced and you saw my work truck, I apologize. I ran out of fuel, but it was an electrical issue with the truck. So the cop was super cool. He turned his lights on to keep everybody safe, because there was some dude that just went ditching, and it was a big, like, 3,500 Ram dually, and he just, yeah, it was getting really sketchy. It was like 5:30, 5:45, right as people were getting out of work, and it's a really complicated three-way intersection. So I was pretty worked up and stressed out because I had the full load with the Kubota. By the time Chelsea got there, she brought me a can of diesel. The battery was dead from having my hazards on and trying to start it with the fuel pump. So she hooked the chain up, towed me home. It was pretty funny, but thankfully the cop helped us out, got us safely out of town, and I got the truck back to the shop. So I'm driving this truck. I'm going to call the dealership later today and see what they can do. I'm thinking about just getting rid of that truck. It's giving me way more stress than it's even worth, and it's a brand new truck. It's ridiculous, and I'm tired of hearing myself say that it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna see what I can do about maybe getting a different truck. I'm heading to Menards to get rebar and some forms. Luke's at the step job right now, so we're gonna head there. And I got about 2 hours to prep it, and then we'll get some concrete and get these steps poured back. So we got to get the form lumber and then the rebar, and that'll be it. It's kind of nice for building our house. I really memorized where everything's at, so speeds things up quite a bit. 2x8x16s. So I'm not sure if I've explained this on the channel before, but end grain is super important. You want to look for the furthest outside of the tree as you can. So this right here, a great board. You got all these rings. This is like an old growth tree. This guy right here is not at all. It's not bad on the rings. It's not bad on the cut of the tree, but this is gonna be a lot lighter and a lot less stable than this old growth guy. And then anytime you see right here, the center, don't even waste your time checking it for straight, because even if it is, the next week it's gonna be bad. Looking at these, I'm gonna go with this guy. I'm gonna go with this one before I even look at it. I always double check to make sure there's nothing crazy, especially this is a step, so I can't have any chunks out of it. Yep, pretty dang good. Lumber quality nowadays is garbage anyways. Just get better at troweling. This guy, oh, it would have been perfect. Man, I'm honestly thinking about getting this one. It's painful because I'm paying for a 16 and I'm not getting it, but these other ones are so bad and I don't need the full board. All right, let's get some rebar. I'm gonna do a grid with number 4 and then I'm gonna cut some number 5. Morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Alrighty. You too, thanks. Alrighty, let's go form some steps. Speedy quick. I don't really know how we're gonna pour this either.
So yeah, it went really good, man. It went really good. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was enough. When I heard that, I was like, are you yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you guys. Alright. Yep, see ya. Good.
Alrighty, that went about as good as it could have. I'll be back tomorrow to touch up the sod a little bit and take a rub stone to the edges just to knock down any rough broom marks. But overall, that's it. That went about as good as possible. I'm gonna head back to the shop and clean out the truck. Alright guys, just got back to the shop. Got this one parked. I am going to spend some time over the winter and really try to get this figured out. Meaning a new truck, different brand, different model, something new truck under the lemon law. I don't know, but that truck is cursed or something, and I need it out of my life for next year. So just got back to the shop, going to get everything cleaned up, call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Today was actually probably one of the last days of the 2024 concrete season. We do have some small jobs that we might tarp and heat and stuff like that, but overall it was pretty much the last job of the year. So we have a ton of maintenance. Every trailer needs to be fixed. Obviously the main work rig. I think we're going to turn the Ford F550 into a flatbed and then eventually a dump bed. I'm gonna try to find time to paint the Kubota and all sorts of maintenance and work inside the shops. I'm still gonna be shooting videos. They're just not gonna be as much concrete because we can't pour concrete in the winter in Michigan unless it's indoor work, and I didn't get any indoor work bid out this fall. So we're just gonna be waiting for spring, hoping it's not too cold of a winter. Thought about doing a couple videos, giving you guys some tips, like contractor tips and my favorite tools of the year, maybe a truck tour to go through everything. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know. Thank you guys for an incredible year of the concrete season. I really did not expect this first year to end the way it did. We're getting a fair amount of views and people really seem to be enjoying this content. So thank you guys for tuning in, sticking along, watch the accountant and I and Luke. It's been kind of a crazy year with employees and with the weather, and it was a very, very stressful year for me, but we finished out strong. And I'm really looking forward to kind of turning the page next year. With all that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for an amazing year. It really inspired me. And next year, it's only going to get better. I'm going to try to increase the length of videos, the quality of the videos, and make them more entertaining for you guys. Have a blessed holiday season, and we'll see you guys on the next video.